Samsung's vice chairman is arrested on bribery charges, Beepi closes down and sells off its operations, and reports show that Theranos might be on life support. It's Friday, February 17th, and this is Crunch Report. It's Friday, thank God, I'm so happy. It's Friday, thank you. And just like a South Korean drama, this story has all the twists and turns. Samsung Vice Chairman Heir Apparent J.Y. Lee has been arrested in Korea on charges of corruption. Lee is accused of paying bribes to an advisor of President Park in exchange for political favors. The New York Times reported that he is alleged to have given a total of $36 million to Park's secret advisor in order to win government support for a merger between two Samsung subsidiaries. The vice chairman is implicated, the former president of South Korea was impeached, and the father of vice chairman J.Y. Lee is suffering from illness, and J.Y. Lee has assumed corporate control. What does this mean for Samsung? For South Korea politics? Tune in next time when we have more news about the saga. Not like next episode, like whenever we find out more info, because it's going to be a while. Used car marketplace Beepi has gone belly up and sold for parts. According to our sources close to the company, the deal to sell Beepi to Fair.com was canceled by the startup over disagreements on the conditions of the sale. Then Beepi received a second offer from DGDG, a chain of car dealerships across the Bay Area. But as DGDG was going through its sales process, Beepi ran out of money and had to shut down, and DGDG walked away too. A source also tells us there were informal discussions with CarMax. In any case, all of the assets have effectively been sold off to someone, including the company's brand. It's not clear if this will settle all of the startup's debts. One source said that at the end of January, Beepi was still coming up about $6 million short on what it owed to its creditors. The test results came back, and they're not too great for blood testing startup in resident Silicon Valley Icarus, Theranos. We can only assume that it's taking so long for the company to wind down because its bankruptcy preparation, just like its blood testing, doesn't happen in-house. But seriously, the signs are starting to pile up. According to the WSJ, Theranos has 1. No revenue in 2015 or 2016, 2. Only $200 million cash on hand, a fraction of what the startup previously had, and 3. A non-existent fund for liabilities of which Theranos has a ton of. But hey, it's Friday. Let's drink the Kool-Aid and reframe this discussion. Theranos, a new biotech startup, just closed a $200 million investment round for a new mini lab disease detection box. The market is super crowded, but who knows? Maybe Theranos' infamous brand name will really allow it to step over its competition. See? Smiles all around. That's the report for today. I'm Tito Hamzy. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on iTunes and on YouTube. Have a good long weekend if you're here in the States because it's President's Day weekend. Otherwise, I'll see you on Tuesday.